What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another hobby drop video. Today we're going through and showing you a little bit of the footage from the competition that we were at this week. So today we just finished the Sub for Santa RC competition put on by some of the big shops or people around. Logan, West Desert Wheeler was involved, G-Speed, Sky RC, all these guys. So it was held out here by an airport. To enter the competition, you had to provide a gift that will be given to the kids in need. So a lot of fun. For those of you who don't know what the competition scene is like, you set up your cars like that in a line, and that's kind of your placeholder. My first competition, I didn't know that, and so I didn't put my truck down for a long time, and got way back in the end of the line. But right here we're just taking a look at Manny's Class 3 run. So let's see. Yeah, this was my first official competition. I'd done one other one, but it was kind of just a more laid back thing. There were no sponsors to the event and all that good stuff. So this was my first one, and it was awesome. There's a huge turnout. I'm sure you'll hear more about it if you watch West Desert Wheeler videos. He was a big part of putting this on, but we had awesome guys there from G-Speed, Sky RC, Cody was there. They donated a lot of gifts to be raffled off, and it was just a super cool event. A lot of fun, great turnout. We ended up, as I was counting up my scores, because I ran Class 2, there was 46 papers there, so that's at least people who took the time to turn in their score sheets. 46 people. I ended up coming 17th, which honestly, I'm not, that's not the worst. I didn't have high expectations coming in, so it wasn't bad. I ran out of time on one of my courses, and so I didn't finish the very last gate, which was a bummer, and had a few mechanical issues in both of my runs, but all in all, it was a great time, a lot of fun. So, as you've been watching Manny's run here, what's crazy is this is not sped up. He just drives at a really fast pace. So he's killing it so far. No issues. This was a bonus gate, and it proved to be quite challenging. He kind of gets into a bind here. And so we'll see him kind of try and problem solve. He's going to pull out the winch. That is one thing. I didn't see a lot of people using winches. I saw maybe 2 or 3 times out of all the runs I watched. This event was running from basically 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. So it was a long comp, but a lot of fun. I look forward to the next one, to getting out there to go. It's definitely an experience. If you've never done a competition, you ought to get out and try it. They're a lot of fun. So right here, you can see he's actually pulling throttle, but the tires weren't spinning. So something with this slipper, he's definitely broke something at this point. But he's still going to try and power through, see if he can get his truck out of this tough spot. He ended up, so I didn't check the scores for him. He left before the end of the event, Manny did, but in Class 2, he ended up landing 10th out of the 46. The winner was negative 22, I think, something like that. Pretty impressive if you ask me. So right there, his winch actually snapped. And so he decided, you know what, I'm going to take a mechanical, I'm going to take the time to actually go fix my truck and come back. So this is where he's come back. He started at his last progressed gate and fall right back into a jam. So his last winch hook actually snapped in half. So this is a new winch hook off of his Class 2 truck. And he's going to try another technique here. Yeah, so what else? I mean, sorry, not a lot of great footage. This is my first competition, so I wasn't in my comfort zone, I guess. So I didn't know a lot of people. So hopefully in future competitions I can do a better job of getting you guys some good footage of everything, but not a whole lot for this competition. I would keep a lookout. I'm assuming Logan will post something about it over there on West Desert Wheeler, but then again, maybe not. So right here you can see he is just trying to get his truck out of this wedge, but in pulling right here, his body's kind of getting stuck down there on that rock. These rocks are super jagged, ton of traction on them, which a lot of times cause for more problems than good when a tire gets wedged down in a crack or something. But he finally gets through that bonus gate, and once I get out of his way there, he's going to go ahead and get going on this gate number 7. So these were 10 gate courses with 2 bonus lines and a combined time limit. You could have 7 minutes per course. So right here, he's like, you know what? I don't want to fiddle with this. A lot of people got wedged down into a crack right there. So he just go ahead and hit the gate and try to run through these last few gates because he is running out of time. I think he's got like 10-15 seconds at this point, maybe 30. So he got through 8, working on 9 right here, and unfortunately he ran out of time. So this one's a little deceiving. This is just me jumping into this Class 3 course. I'm not actually being judged, so I'm just kind of driving it for fun here. But the Class 3 courses weren't as difficult as I had anticipated. I didn't even plan on running my Capra through them because I was like, man, surely Class 3, my Capra, although it's got a few upgrades, is not going to be capable. So I didn't even sign up. But I had some time after my runs before the end of the competition and the awards and all that, so I decided to go have some fun and run through these different courses. This one I videoed, the others I did not. So it's interesting to see, and this was good practice for me because as I wasn't in competition, I was a lot more relaxed, which was nice, but at the same time I wasn't paying as much attention to my lines to avoid stupid backups like that one and then getting hung up on rocks. These are things that I think I would have paid more attention to had I actually been in competition. Now, that being said, and for any of you who haven't done it before, there is a whole different pressure when you're on the clock and you got your judge standing there watching you. It's a lot of pressure and it tends to get stressful. Like my first course, I'd watched several people do it you know, even some little kids with much less capable rigs than me start that course. And gate number 1, they got through with really no issues. I ended up taking 2 backups on the first gate, which instantly put me into a panic. So I feel like that then affected the rest of the course because I just got overwhelmed. So just be mindful of that when you're running your course. Try to relax, try to not let the small mistakes get you like out of your groove. So you can see right here, I've been able to make it through. I don't think I've hit any of these gates yet. Made it through pretty easy, not too challenging up to this point. This is probably the toughest gate so far. It just has a heavy breakover angle and it pushes you towards that cone. So I'm trying to cheat over closer to the number 5 cone here, and still just getting hung up even with my skid angle there, but finally able to get the catch. And I did bump that cone a little bit. I don't think you would even be able to tell rewatching it, but in person I did see that I kind of bumped it. So then I dropped down into some rocks, got into a nasty spot, had to take a dumb reverse and try and get lined up for this next gate. So this gate was actually a bonus, and it was a bonus that you could run both directions. So I chose to run it this way, and you can see I'm already eating up some dumb backups. They're just not lined up very well at all. Drop down onto the cone. So it's like, well, let's try and put it back, see if I could clear this. Honestly, this kind of just ended up making me frustrated. And so this is the last gate I recorded. And I just picked up the truck and walked back and started watching other people went and climbed in a different spot. But that's kind of, if this was just me goofing off, you know, during my lunch break, I probably would have had more patience, but just the comp environment in general got me frazzled. But it was a lot of fun. So taking a look here, this was my score. So I got 22 on the first course, 26 on the second, and this is actually my comp from the first time, which ended up being like over 100. So good improvement. Thanks for watching. See you later.